we don't like to bring the relationship aspect to our teaching. We're not very lovey-dovey. We don't want to bring like the too much sensual stuff into our dance. We want to keep dancing as dancing, and then relationship as relationship. You know, we want to keep them separate.
Get ready to feel the rhythm and move to the beat as we take a journey through the dynamic and vibrant world of dance. From kizomba, salsa, bachata, and Afrobeat, we debunk myths, discuss ideas, music, dance floor etiquette, and everything you need to know to become a high-value dancer. This is The Rhythm Tribe. Welcome back to The Rhythm Tribe, and this is episode number 2. We've been telling you about Sensasao Festival that's happening in 2023. We are finally here. We are dead center in the middle of the festival, and we've got some really amazing artists and dancers. If you haven't seen what we were talking about, go back to episode 1 and we'll catch up, and then you'll come back to watch episode 2. I'm Michael O'Brien, and welcome back to The Rhythm Tribe.
I'm Anne-Marie, your co-host. Welcome back. Super excited that you're here with us again.
And on the set today, we have been looking forward to having this duo come through and talk to us about everything dance, teaching, love and relationships on the dance floor, friendships. We're not just talking about just love relationships. And so from my near right, we have Anna, and on the far right, we have Carlos, and some of the best teachers that we have in the country at the moment. I'll let them tell you about themselves so far.
So I'm Anna. I'm from Finland. I'm Carlos's dance partner, and we've been dancing together for some years now. Really happy to be in Kenya, my first time here. Super excited, love the country. Yeah.
That's awesome. Karibu sana.
Yeah, welcome. I know. Yes. Thank you.
What about you?
Hello guys, my name is Carlos Kamba. I'm Anna's partner, like she said. That's my first time also in Kenya. I love it. I'm from Africa. I feel like I'm at home. So I really enjoy to be here with you guys. It's so nice. And like Anna say, we have a dance, I don't know how many years, but more than 4 years, something like that. And so we still here keeping working.
Good.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing to have you. So again, karibu sana. And on the show as well.
Exactly.
We've been trying to get you here so you can be able to tell us about everything dance. Like, for example, you've mentioned you've been dancing and teaching for 4 years. Obviously, together for 4 years. How long have you been dancing in general?
Honestly, professional, I start 2016. I'm from Angola, but who pushed me to start dance kizomba is one European girl. She's from Finland. I start because of her. I know her for many years, and she's one of the first teacher in Finland. When she was started teaching in Finland, then she was organized a party, and I visit this place sometime, and from them she asked, we become a friendly, and one day she asked, like, Carlos, can you visit one day my class? I visit the class, and she introduced me to the other student, and from then she was asked me if I have a dress to be assistant for this time. For that time, there was like nothing, like idea what is working. For this
like
time,
teaching.
I know, just dancing like normal the people dancing in Angola. So, and I was start them like visit the school. I was her assistant for this time, because she was the one teacher. Then, I was start see like, oh, come on, I need to get this more, professional. So, and then 2016, this was in 2014. Then 2016, I traveled to Angola. I start get the class in Angola, like professional, like, learn how to teach, how I need to be a teacher. Because I was an assistant at this time. Then I changed to teacher.
And a social dancer.
Yeah.
So from a social dancer to like a... Yes.
And also then when I was start get the salary from the classes, I say, okay, now I need to take this more serious. I need to take this more professional, because people pay for me for get a class. I need to give them like, a clear class and all these things,
Okay. And then your relationship was also then built in towards the 4 years. How did you meet?
No, yeah, this was way before because he was dancing and teaching way before me. I started in 2017 in another school, and then actually we met just at a Kizomba party. Yeah. We didn't know each other. We just danced, and then from there somehow I think I visited your classes. Then later,
And then around that time, 2017.
What is it? 2017 or 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then then actually his partner, the lady, she moved to Portugal.
So just to remember the names, I need to say the name. His name is Kirsman. So yeah.
Yeah. So then Kirsi moved to Portugal. So then Carlos had one booking actually at a festival in Finland. So then I went there instead of her to teach with Carlos, and that's how it started.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious to see one very important question, which is usually, I know we all fight, even as partners, and there's fighting that's going to be there constantly. So does the dancing together reduce or make those fightings a lot less, or rather less easier to handle? And because it's very hard to be arguing with somebody you're hugging on the dance floor. So does it make it easier?
I think it's the other way around. Being in a relationship makes the dancing part harder. Because if you're just like friends, there's a different level of, let's say, respect. You cannot be like, too straightforward with someone. You have to be more like discreet, like maybe this is not as good as this, But when you're in a relationship and then you're planning, let's say you're planning a class, you're more direct, like, no, I don't like this, like this. So that's, I think it's, when you're in a relationship, it makes the dance part harder.
Okay. As opposed to even just the teaching and then because you guys teaching is different in terms of your relationship as opposed to just dancers who are partners and trying to dance on the dance floor, because then there's the teaching aspect that comes into the business.
Yeah. We don't like to bring the relationship aspect to our teaching. We're not very lovey-dovey. We don't want to bring like the too much sensual stuff into our dance. We want to keep dancing as dancing, and then relationship as relationship. We want to keep them separate.
Yeah. Bit of a separation.
Yeah.
That's good. That also works for you. It's easier that way.
That's true.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's easy because when you mix all the things, become like sometimes difficult. It's good to make a separate.
Is that something that you grew to? Is it something that you discussed from the beginning, or is it something that you kind of figured out along the way?
Personality.
Yeah, you just
it's personality also.
Within the span of the 4 years, that's when you figured it out.
You just figured out
our personalities.
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes time to build.
I think it's easy when you just make everything separate. Then they have more respect, So if someone got the glass like with the lever, we never.
Yeah.
The glass, I this kind of thing,
Yeah.
And like people sometimes misunderstand, and people can get wrong understand something like what we are trying to bring for them, So we just want to bring them like
The product.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the students also copy that. Yeah. So if we're like super sensual or super lovey-dovey, then our students might think that it's okay with a stranger to dance like that.
Yes, that's a good point actually.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a really
We don't want to bring it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, go on.
No, I was gonna say that there is one picture on Instagram. There's like cats fighting like this. It says like at practice, and then there's like a Titanic picture like this at the show. So it's like at practice you're like
Killing each other.
Yeah, but then when it's the show time, then
It's all nice and gentle.
Especially during the demo. The demo is, very, very essential. We'll be getting in a couple of single people in later on who just have been coming in for a part 2. They'll be telling us their own experiences and what they've been going through. So stick around for that. I think the last question I would probably be asking is, do you find it easier to then, do you have a system for yourselves that makes it easier to maintain your relationship, that you don't like rules and regulations that you've come up with on your own, as opposed to many people understanding? I'll give you an example. Yeah. I remember with my partner, what I would do is I would give them the first and the last song. Right? The first and the last song, just to be able to still have, because when you, for example, come to the festival here in Sensasao,
Yeah.
you'll find there's a long queue of people trying to dance with you, and you will try to grab a drink. It's not possible. You're trying to, but you still have to be able to, one, find time to dance with each other, maintain that relationship, maintain that that connection, to be able to just continue on with longevity.
No, we don't dance at parties. We rarely ever dance at parties.
I never,
Really?
I never dance also. I don't like.
No, you don't like dancing together at parties? Really?
Yeah, I think so. When we visit some place, we go to different place. I mean, for example, we are here in Kenya.
We're working.
Yeah. So if we spend the time to dance together to the party, like 2 or 3 music, is she will get time for some other lady dance with me. So we still together all the time. We can dance wherever, when we have a class in Finland, or if we try to practice, we have a practice time. So we can dance at this time. We don't need to take a time like for someone
Other people, yeah.
That's
Okay.
with me, or someone other guy that's with her.
Because usually with people, they want to dance with teachers as well.
Yeah.
So it's better, since we're here working,
Right.
we're getting paid to,
Yes.
dance with people. So we don't want to take that time from other people.
someone else. Yeah.
But sometimes she wanna take this time and
I don't.
so
Yesterday we did that.
Yeah.
2 songs.
But what?
But she told
And she forced me. Then I say no, please, only one. I said okay, yes, one.
He's like,
okay.
but yeah.
Okay,
No
that's
worries.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much for coming up. We're gonna be seeing you a lot more during the festival itself.
Thank you so much for
That
having
you
us.
could have you on the show.
Thank you.
But later on we'll be getting a lot of other guests. So stay tuned for our part 2. But real quick, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.